So you're probably wondering why I'm splitting this into two videos. Well, this is a new series for me, and I'm so full of opinions right now that there's no way I'm going to be able to say everything I need to say in a 10-minute limit. So what I'm going to do here, and what you could probably count on me doing for any other series that I've just started reading, is to split the review into two parts. The first is the positive parts, and of course the general overview and what I like about the series, what I think is done well. The second part being the negative side, things that I don't like, things that kind of irk me and irritate me, and that's what I'm going to do here. So let's get started. So the problem that I mentioned before was that I did not like Toru. I thought he was needlessly bland, even for a reader insert main character. But that's not like the central problem. The central problem is more that he seems to embody, as a reader insert character, the need that everybody seems to feel to want to be the victim. You know, if any of you remember being in middle school, you know, everybody thinks they're the outcast. Nobody understands me and my pain. You know, it's me against the world. And it's, you know, that kind of mentality that Toru seems to be entirely built around, except it's only within the narrative that that's any sort of, you know, justified or validated. Now, one of the problems I have with manga as a medium is that there seem to be certain phrases that pop up freaking everywhere, you know, and this manga, I'm sad to say, it's no different. You know, there's all those stock phrases like, even if you say that, it can't be helped. I will definitely protect you. We'll have to use that. Of course, that is another student. Why would you call him that? That doesn't make any sense. And, oh my gosh, high school cultural festivals are serious business, guys, with bag checks and security checkpoints to make sure classes aren't sabotaging each other. Holy crap. I mean, why? Why is this such? Why is this so prevalent in the medium? That, you know, the cultural festival is this huge big thing, and there's like the fate of the world riding on it. But enough about that. My biggest point of contention with this manga is the romance between Toru and Sasomori. Now, it's entirely one-sided, first of all, which makes it completely unbearable to watch. But Sasomori, one, can't spit it out. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, do you like Toru?" And she's like, "No, I don't like him. I just want to spend time with him all the time. It's not suspicious or anything." I mean, why does Sasomori like Toru anyway? He hangs out with her, all the while complaining that doing so exposes him to unwanted scrutiny. And even when Tokita, who's this one character, whose iris gives them the ability to examine romantic interest, you know, it's like when he looks at what Toru's romantically interested in, it's this tiny little nub that points in Sasomori's vague direction. So it's so tiny as to be unnoticeable if you weren't supposed to look for it already. And that's my biggest problem. You could have so much, you could do so much with this setting, with these abilities, but it gets bogged down in run-of-the-mill high school romance. That's my biggest problem. So my overall score for this is it's a 6 out of 10, barely. Excellent concepts, an ingenious inversion of a storytelling trend, but it's bogged down by generic romance that isn't even that believable. I'm sorry. You should read it if you like that type of romance, sure, but it's Otherwise, if you're going to read it for people with cool abilities, you're wasting your time. So for next week, I'll be reviewing Vinland Saga. It is a seinen historical action series. Look for that next week. I'm not sure. I might be splitting that into 2 parts, so look out for those.